Hey guys, welcome back to Send Crypto. It is February 12th, 2020, just about 8:20. In today's content, we're gonna talk about BTC, and we're gonna talk about BTC regarding the current structure we got. We could be basically breaking this triangle and making a major move to the downside. I don't think we're gonna complete this move today, right? We could be spending much of a time basically correcting up and down, but we're gonna talk about it. Okay, so if you're a doom boy, do not try to 100x this move and basically looking for roughly around a 36 or so. Okay, we're gonna get multiple support. We're gonna talk about all those good stuff within the next few minutes. Okay, we're also gonna talk about Ethereum, we're gonna talk about Litecoin, Ripple XRP, EOS, and also Bitcoin Cash, right? So if you have any alt you want to talk about, please let me know in the comment section or in the chat room, so I can cover it, right? So give me guys 1 second. I just had to call Satoshi, you know what I mean? So make sure the move is going down. Just recently I talked to Sat. He said we were gonna dump, so I did not try to long it. You see what I'm saying? The move was too juicy not to long it, right? But you gotta keep your calm and not FOMO. Go with a structure, not do anything crazy. All right, so the market always gonna come back to you. You don't need to do anything, right? So first thing first, before you guys, all the doom boys, get excited, be careful. Okay, that's a signature move for BTC, especially after a 6-hour basically engulfing candle, very bullish. You tend to get a nasty sell-off, right? And you're gonna get another structure just like this one, right? That can give you another 3-way move pullback. So how we're not gonna get a sell-off, right? So you gotta watch your volume carefully. All right, so if you watch the volume carefully, we could get a lower volume within this range, right? And price could be making some lower lows. Okay, you're gonna get some sort of divergence on your on the lower degree. You could get some divergence on your RSI. You can check your RSI on the hourly and so on, right? 45 minutes, whatever you want to check it. You can check it, and then basically you're gonna get this another impulse wave. And I'm not saying we're gonna get it, but I just don't want you guys to be panicking, because if you're basically looking for a good average, this is the best area to get a good average, and then basically you can just go to sleep afterward, right? So but if you're scalping, that's a different story. All right, so I'm just gonna show you the move. We got just about 10k. Most people did not basically get the big picture, right? So as you can see, after we dropped just about a 10.5, right, we got this pump. All right, you can see and we shorted it this area of 10.2 to 10.3, and then basically dump it all the way down to 96. Price give us another 3-way move pullback. I was waiting for it to go back to 10.1 to 10.2, but I never got it. Okay, so this structure, I'm not saying we're gonna get it, but it is something you just have to be very careful about, and not to be a doom boy and try to expect a 50% drop today. All right, can we get 15 to 20% drop? Absolutely, but we got a very strong support, right? We got a very strong support, and I told you this morning, not too long ago, just about 10 hours ago, my previous update, I said exactly, okay, price can go all the way up, even to retest 73 and drop back down, give us the head and shoulder. But these head and shoulders, not all the time, they can give you a flat correction. So the move I'm trying to just show you, this move right there, right? It can be a flat correction. You can just look at it as a flat, get this 1-to-1 extension. It's going to take you just about 64. So if you're expecting 64, you might not get it tonight. So just be cautious and not be too greedy. Okay, if you're scalping, like I said, make sure to join our basically premium group for scalping, day trading, whatever you want to do. We talk we talk about these 200-300% move, right? We also got a swing trade target where we look for a short, and basically just let it run for a couple of days, or up to a week to hit a target, right? So but if we swing trading, we can basically even be longing, right, and at the same time be shorting BTC, right? So make sure to keep that in mind, guys. let me see. So let me check the chat room. Some of you guys are already basically pretty bearish. So let me see. So we're gonna talk about the lower. I'm gonna go back to the lower degree because I saw the move like yesterday, but just didn't want to mess with my average in this area, so I just decided to stay short. But I saw the divergence, right? And that's one of the reasons I told you guys this morning we could be going all the way back up to like a 73, right? You can see we got a beautiful divergence on the hourly, right? But it was kind of basically aggressive, right? Not to take it. But some of you guys be careful, right? Because most of you guys gonna say like that's not a divergence, right? The thing is, you don't need to be very picky. Like when price misses a bottom by like a 10 points, 15 points, you don't have time to be like, oh, that's not a divergence, I'm waiting for a price to hit exactly basically 70, 67, 50 and so on, right? Just call it a divergence, suck it up, ladder your position. If you think it's gonna break it, you just ladder your position all the way down, okay? So you're not gonna miss it. But if you just basically sit there, wait for a divergence, you're gonna miss it. All right, so just like the top, right? I'm gonna show you the 15 minutes in our basically a group what we were talking about, right? So you take a look at the top. I noticed this divergence, right? So you could draw it just like this, okay? It's double tapping enough, right? You can see like it just on a closing basis, we could not break this closing basis, right? So that's one of the reasons why I called it a double tap. And then I say that's a divergence, but some people could not basically get the picture of a when you're getting a flat. So let's say price goes up, right? And then you're getting a flat correction, right? You're getting a flat correction, right? So when you're not getting a regular flat, right? A regular flat, basically your B wave go back and retest like this area, but sometimes it doesn't retest it absolutely, right? It just miss it by like a 5 point or something like that, right? So that's one of the reasons why I was expecting a flat in this area. This impulse wave, I was expecting price to go back up, but at the same time I wasn't expecting price to like hit the exact number. It could even like it could break it, so the thing is not to be basically extremely like try to go by the book basically, okay? Not try to go by the book and then expect like a price to hit exactly like a 71.94 and stuff like that, right? So 71.94, 71.74 is pretty close. You take your short and then you take it down because you're only looking for 1 to 2%, because I was looking for like just about like a 703, okay, 7035, right? From like this area of 7150. I wasn't even waiting for 71.94 because I was expecting this move was pretty choppy. It was an impulse, right? This was impulse, this was choppy. Okay, but if you like if you try to play Elliott Wave by the book, you're gonna be like 1 2 3 4 5, right? Yes, it is 1 2 3 4 5, but it is very choppy compared to this impulse wave, right? And at the same time, you take a look at the volume. As soon as we get the volume, I was like, guys, the volume is looking very, very beautiful. Okay, I know we're dumping, guys. I know I already got my thing set up. I don't worry about like targets. So I don't worry about targets, okay? So I already got my Doom Boy target set up already, right? So you can see like the volume on Binance. Why volume is very important. Sometimes, guys, volume can be very misleading, but I told you since like when, okay, since last week, all right. I told you what type of volume you're going to be getting this week. I said it, okay, guys. 650 to 550 to like a 580. Guess what? We got 580 on the dot. Okay, it is very important to understand how volume works, right? So, oh boy, look at it. We just hit our first target. Let me see. We're looking good, guys. We're looking good. Don't get excited, right? Don't get excited. Our second target is down the road. So, guys, if you're in the premium group and you're watching, just lock in profit. Don't worry about like, just put stop loss above 7K and don't worry about too much, okay? And look for the second target, and then we're gonna talk about volume. So as you can see, the volume we got right there, guys. All right, that's why you cannot run, or if you're doing trading, okay, you cannot be flip-flopping. You cannot like go short, right? Have your short position ladder since like Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday price pump, you switch back. You can't do that, okay? You just have to sit, you know, suck it up, sit tight, relax, and enjoy the ride, right? So as you can see the volume, right? We got like roughly around like 9,000 selling pressure. Okay, 9,000 selling pressure. Even on the 15 minutes, right? You could see it. Okay, on the 15 minutes, you can see it, right? As soon as we got this move, I told my guys that's it. You know, I didn't tell them that's it, but you know what I mean. Like I was like, you know, the bear stepping in, and then we could be getting a, you know, a slow down in a, you know, price momentum going upward, right? So at the same time, we got this another one. This one was also usually like a reversal selling pressure, but it was too close to the top. So I was like, so we might not be going up, okay? And as soon as we start making this, you know, higher lows, right? This area with this low volume, I was like, that's it. You know, we could be doomed for the rest of the day, okay? So volume is very, very important, guys. Just by trading volume, sometimes I don't even have time to take a look at like RSI and MACD. I just pay attention to the volume. As soon as we basically dropped, volume was, that's how we started actually, right? We started like this, right? We started like this, and I was like, volume decreasing. This is an impulse wave, so we're gonna be getting another move. So price kept moving to the upside, right? So I was expecting a flat, and I was like, that's too bullish, okay? So if you're gonna get a big sell-off like this and get a flat correction, if we're gonna be going up, that's gonna be very bullish. So we would be like going all the way up to like a 77, but it failed, okay? It failed. So luckily it failed, right? But it was actually bullish. If like we got a, you know, we had a support at, you know, 7K, we would have been going to we would have been going like to 7,700, right? So just keep that in mind, guys. We didn't, I mean, don't expect it. I mean, I don't want you to be like a doom boy. Did we hit 64? Oh yeah, we just hit that's Binance. That's Binance, 65.50. So our target was like 65.75, right? I don't want you to be some doom boys and expect like a 64 today, and then you're not gonna get it. And you're like, oh, Zen Crypto was saying we're gonna hit 63 and all that nonsense, right? So let's dive into the daily analysis now, right? The lower degree, guys, is pretty fun. Sometimes you're not gonna catch all the moves, right? But if you understand what you're doing, you're not gonna worry much, okay? You just, yes, you can expect a flat like I was expecting on the lower degree, okay? Even though I was bearish, I just had to be honest to myself, right? And was like, this is very bullish, right? So if we had a support right there, guys, we would have been going like to 78 or like a something like that, okay? 75, 78. I just had to be honest with myself. So I was like, we have to fail, okay? If this failed, we're great. We got a big selling pressure. The volume was pretty juicy. So if we can replicate, you know, this volume somewhere around here, it means like we're gonna get doomed, right? At least for the short term. Yeah, so don't be you know, don't get too excited, okay? So let's take a look at the daily analysis for now. So daily analysis, basically we anticipated this move, and then basically last Friday we took the short, and then just load a position all the way up above 7K and just sit tight, because one of the reasons also why I shorted this move, right, was like the 9K area, right? The 9K area right there, this one, yep, this one, okay? So this one, the thing is, we shorted it from like a 96 all the way down to like a 84, 87 range, right? We got our price pump back up and drop. As soon as we got this drop, I was waiting for price to go back up to 91, okay? I was waiting for price to do this, and I never got it. So I did not want to miss that big move, right? Just by being greedy, right? And try to catch like a 200 points, like from 69 to like a 71, and then you're gonna miss like a 600, 700 points. So I just had to suck it up, right? You know, with my basically swing trading account, just take the short and sit tight. And with your leveraging, you know, not leveraging, but with your scalping day trading account, you can do whatever you want. Okay, you can take this move up and down and stuff like that, right? So you gotta keep that in mind. The most important thing is like not to panic. Okay, you don't want to panic when a price is going against you, because if you're not going all in and you're not doing high leverage, even if your stop loss get hit, it's not going to affect you much. Like you still can make like another 20-30 trades without even like losing your account, right? So that's one of the reasons to understand what you're doing, and then basically not be panicking too much. So we got 50 watching. Make sure to hit the likes, guys. Make sure to join our premium group, link in the description, for day trading, live trading, scalp trading, basically swing trading. Basically we got many traders in the group. We almost like 100, about like 81 people in the group. So make sure to join to change ideas and basically learn from each other and stuff like that, right? The premium, send me a message, join our basically public Telegram group and send me a message. I'm gonna send you the link. Okay, it doesn't cost you much more than basically a coffee, you know, a coffee a day. Okay, a cup of coffee a day. So pretty cheap, okay, compared to like you know, most premium group charging like you know, almost 2 BTC a month, so stuff like that, right? So let's take a look at now. Let's take a look at on Binance, right? So I want to start off with the volume and what I'm expecting, at least for the rest of the week, what we're going to be for the next 7 days, right? So as you can see, volume is decreasing in a very constant rate. All right, as I said it previously, you can see every single week, okay, it is almost like 90% of the previous weekly. You're gonna get 90% of the previous weekly volume, right? 80 to 90%. So this week we got just about 580. That's what we expected, you know. We got like 580, so we're going to be expecting 80% of it going to be just about like let's say 500. Okay, so we're going to be getting 500 trading volume for BTC, okay, on Binance. That's going to be a lot. If you're going to be keeping a bearish momentum, it means we can even retest this week. We can retest at least like a low 6K. All right, so it is going to be very, very volatile. I think 500,000 is a lot, you know, for a weekly candle, right? As you can see, like the rejection we got just about this area on June 24th was like just about like a 680. So if like we can get a 500 selling pressure within this range, we could at least retest you know, 382, at least retest 382. And 382 going to be just about 56.72. Okay, 56.72. So 50, just about 57. Let's say 57. All right, just round it up. I know the Doom boys want to get 56, but so let's just say 57. Okay, 57 roughly. So depend how you put it in there. Let's not try to be too accurate. Let's just say 57 to 58. All right, that's going to be a very strong support within the next few days or few weeks, right? But first thing first, we just have to break, guys, 64, 65. All right, which was our first target. Even though we're lagging behind, we're gonna get like a good momentum for the rest of the week, so at least for the short term. Some anonymous says made a perfect fractal of the December 6K to 10K run up. Yes, exactly. I see what you're saying, right? So that's a beautiful fractal, but it is kind of different a little bit, but you know, you could say it's different. But I was expecting this bottom formation to make it somewhere around here, but we just like made a nice run up. It's almost 100% gain, right? But you know, yes, the top formation, the one we got on the lower degree, yes, we could be making it. Okay, we could be making this. Man, that's nasty, guys. Look at the volume, guys. Somebody was waiting for volume. That's 14,000 selling pressure, guys. And you know 14,000 is one of my favorite number on BTC in terms of hourly selling pressure, and we only like 40 minutes into the hourly, so we could get 20,000 selling pressure before this hourly candle close, right? The fractal we got, unless you're talking about this move, okay, unless you're talking about this move, that's the move I was just trying to explain to you guys, and I was expecting BTC to make this move down, right? So we got this move down, we just have to continue, otherwise we could be, you know, facing, you know, another pullback. Okay, we could be facing another pullback. I'm okay with it. Okay, I'm okay with it. I don't have any problem for BTC to pull back because the overall structure is already bearish. It seems like we're already tapping out, so any push to the upside just gonna give bears a better, you know, a better opportunity to basically short it higher, right? To short it higher. It is 2K in play. 2K is in play. Yes, we can drop to, like, we can drop even down to like a, you know, 1800, guys, but let's not be some doom boys too early. All right, let's just focus on like this range, right? Let's focus on this range. I talked about all those numbers long time ago. If you're new to my channel, when I was calling for BTC 1800, that was over 600. That was over 600. That was over 6 months ago. Okay, so that was like last summer. Okay, I was calling for BTC 1800. So I don't want to talk about those numbers because, you know, most of you guys gonna be very excited and be anticipating BTC to hit basically 1800 next week and so on, right? So, you know, the major move, depending how you draw it, you could be anticipating like all the way down to like a 43 or so on. Okay, 43 to 45, right? So 55 is your target. That's good. Hey, what's up, K4 Liberty? Thanks a lot, K4. Thanks a lot for tuning in, man. Hey guys, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to basically join our public Telegram group, link in the description. I got a premium member, you know, quarterly gonna start like in 3 days on the 15th, right? So if you want to join you know, quarterly or 6 month or 1 year, stuff like that, you can basically just send me a message to join my basically premium group. All right, so it doesn't cost you nothing, it doesn't cost you more than a cup of coffee a day. Okay, so it just costs you like a, you know, $1 to $3 a day, so it's not like a, you're paying like $1,000 a month, stuff like that, right? So to get these analysis, price target, scalping, live trading, you know, and basically much more, Elliott Wave, correction, volume, you know, RSI, MACD, and we talk about all those good stuff, right? So hey, what's up, Arnuz? Arnuz in our group. So let's see. So basically, guys, we talk about the daily. Another thing I also wanted to talk about is like the 2 days chart and the three day chart, right? They're not so bearish. Okay, so even though, you know, even though we are basically getting a sell-off, so that's why I'm saying like be cautious, don't be too greedy. Basically our 3 day chart, last selling volume was not a lot. Okay, and the 3 day chart, we started it on the started on the let's see, on the 12. Okay, so it means like 12, 13, 14, right? We got another 24 hours to go. So this 24-hour volume, if the next 24-hour volume is not basically bigger than this volume, it's not good at all. Okay, it's not going to be good at all because we don't want to be decreasing with a decreasing volume. That's very bullish. Okay, regardless how bearish I am, right? And I'm looking for these doom boys numbers. If, okay, we're going to be closing on your 3 day chart, right? 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we got 2 more days. Okay, so if you're going to be closing this candle, 3 day candle with a lower volume, this one had like a 200,000 volume, so we want to get on this one like 300 to 400,000 volume. We want it to be bigger than this one. All right, as you can see, this volume was not bigger than this one and was not bigger than this one, so we don't want this one to be lower than this volume. You see what I'm saying? Because your volume going to be decreasing, right? Even though volume is decreasing and price is increasing, you don't want your volume to be decreasing when price is decreasing also. You see what I'm saying? Because the bears, okay, they love to say, oh, we're making a wedge. All right, volume is decreasing, right? As you can see, and we're making some, you know, some wedges like this, okay? Price is making a high lows, volume is decreasing. So bears love this, but at the same time, right, bulls, they also love when volume is decreasing, right, and price is decreasing. That's bullish, okay? That's for the bulls. So whenever somebody tells you like, volume is decreasing, price is increasing, just don't say anything, right? Because you're gonna get another shot, when volume gonna be decreasing and price gonna be increasing, and then you get another bullish uptrend, right? So let's keep that in mind. Don't be too bullish, don't be too bearish, right? So at the same time, you can see on the 2-day chart, this 2-day candle just closed, right? This one gonna close like tomorrow. So we want to get a very big sell-off, okay? The 2-day chart, we want to get a very big sell-off on the 2-day chart, right? Which means like the current daily candle, we could be getting like almost let's see, yesterday we got like 73. Today we want to get at least like 100,000, okay? We want to get at least 100,000 selling pressure. That's gonna be a lot, okay? Because we only got like 15 right now. We're gonna need at least 85,000 selling pressure for the rest of the day. That's going to be a lot, guys. That's going to be a lot. So which is going to be pretty good, right? Which is going to be pretty good. Because this one we got like roughly 150,000. This candle right there is 150,000. Right, but the current volume we got right there is like just about like 80,000. So if we double this volume, right, it's going to give us 160,000. So it has to be bigger than this one. But at the same time, if we're going to like continue to sell off, we want this volume at some point to be bigger than one of these, right? You can see like the selling pressure is decreasing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Do not be too bearish, because your selling pressure is still decreasing, right? You can see decrease, right? So don't be too bearish, all right? We need like the selling pressure to pick up, at least for the short term. What price to buy what? Hey, what's up, Yunus? Yunus made some profit already. Thanks a lot, K for Liberty. J Mart, hey, thanks a lot, J Mart, for tuning in. What price to buy? 0. Just buy at $1. Wait for BC to hit $1. What is the likelihood we're gonna retest 73, 74? We got some moon boy in the house. We're gonna retest it. Don't worry. It might not be. It might not be on this. On this current push back up. But we're gonna go back to 73, 74, 8K, 9K, 10K, and all of those numbers. We just have to respect the structure right now. The structure is calling for a lower number, right? The structure is calling for at least a double bottom. After we get this double bottom, if you're not leveraging, right, you don't have to worry, okay? You just dollar cost average, because we're gonna get this big move to the upside, and this is gonna lead us to our basically a macro structure. Most of you guys been watching Send Crypto long enough, right? And if you've been watching me long enough, you know, guys, when BC, let me just remove this. I don't need it now, right? So when BTC was basically making this move, right? You can go and watch any of my videos, right? When BTC like February, January, February, okay? When BTC was making this move, right? What I told you, right? I gave you multiple fractals, and I told you this move, okay, that's a flat correction, right? And then we're gonna be making another move down, and target was 55 to what? Was 55 to 42. We hit 55 to 42 on the dot, right? And most people been looking for what? 16K. And I told you guys, do not be some moon boys. This is a fractal. And one of the reasons why I was very confident we're gonna be dropping, all right? Take a look at the daily. Take a look at the daily. We got the same fractal, but people do not pay enough attention to BTC. You can see we got the same fractal right there. What do we got? We got this sell-off. Okay, after this sell-off, what we got this three-way move, and then we got this drop, and then we got this pump. You see the structure right there, right? You see the structure we got in this area? That's what we're expecting on the macro scale, on the weekly time frame. Okay, that's the structure you're looking for on the weekly basis, right? So you got the drop, you got your flat correction, right? And then you got this drop. You're going to be looking for this move, and then you're going to look for this very impulse wave, right? So I'm going to give you 2 screens so you can see what I'm talking about, right? So when I be giving you these targets, guys, people be they're gonna be calling for like 1800, 2000, and all that good stuff, right? And when I was calling for those numbers, guys, you guys thought I was crazy, right? So let me show you, right? All right, so I'm gonna show you the fractal, right? You see this move we got right there, right? We got this move down, right? What do we got next? Right, we got a nice internal wave, right? And don't tell me how I know, because I nailed all these moves, right? I showed it basically at 10.9 twice, the top, at the very top, okay? Just like we nailed this 10.5, right? So 10.9, we basically, back then we said the rest of the market been looking for 14.13. We said that's it, guys, that's the top, right? So this move, that's the same structure we got right there. You got this drop, and then you got this move, right? What did we say? Okay, we said, how did we basically anticipate this move to the downside? We said exactly, okay, we could be getting 1-to-1 extension of our W, right? This was our W, right? And we said we're going to be looking for 71 to 72, right? That's how we anticipated our move right there. We nailed this move also, right? So as you can see like BC also, we made a beautiful impulse wave. Okay, we drop. So what are we expecting? We drop down, right? After this drop, what we did, we made a nice beautiful bottom formation and then get the 40% pump. So we're looking for this bottom formation and get this move to the upside. That's what we're looking for. So that's a fractal you need to pay attention to, at least for the short term, right? And at the same time, I'm going to show you on the in terms of Elliott waves, right? So if you're looking for like a 1800 BTC, you might not even get it this year. You might not get it this year, because like I said, we're gonna get a very impulse wave to the upside, right? We're gonna get a very, very, very big move to the upside, guys, just like this one, just like this one, right? Just like this one, or like this one. It could be like this one, because it's gonna be like just about like a 3 to 2k area up to like a 12k. It's gonna be like a 3 to 5x move, right? At least for the short term, right? So pay clear attention. And if you take a look at it on the macro scale, it's going to play out beautifully on the macro scale, because we're looking for, on the macro scale, it's going to give you the same exact fractal. You got this drop, and then you're going to be looking for this move, right? And then you're going to be looking for this move, all right? So after this move, what are we looking for? That's when you're going to be looking for your basically 1800 and so on. So it's going to take a very long time, at least for the short term. It's the same exact structure, guys. Nothing has changed. You got this drop, you got this move, and then you got this drop. On the macro scale, you got this drop, you got this move, you got this drop, you got this pump, and then you're going to look for this move. That's it. Nothing has changed, right? Same exact fractal. Same exact fractal. Hey, what's up, Jeff? I'm not a moon boy, okay? I'm not a moon boy. You know that. I just go by the chart, right? You know, if I'm bearish, I'm bearish. If I'm bullish, I'm bullish. I really don't care about the rest, right? So let's not get too excited. You see, we pumped like almost like what, 200 points now. So don't get too excited, right? Don't get too excited. Let's take a look. Whoa, take a look at this volume. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, BC can try to make some some sort of like a small basically falling wedge in this area and give you another three-way move. Okay, it's not gonna break. I don't think it's gonna break 72, but it can pull back up to 70, 0.786. okay, it can pull back up to 0.786. but if you basically swing trading, you wouldn't care. You just sit tight, relax, because you're not sure. Okay, we already broke support, right? You don't want to be messing with your average and try to get out here and then price goes down. But if you are basically a day trading, scalping, you can catch those moves, okay, because you're just gonna wait for divergence and stuff like that and just take it. Let's take a look at the RSI first thing first. MACD. Okay, no sort of divergence so far. 45 minutes oversold. So 45 minutes is okay, all right. It's okay, all right. It seems like it still got some more juice to drop, right? Yes, basically, I mean, we will see. Okay, once we hit our next up target, like 12K and so on, we're gonna see. Okay, because I don't think that let's take a look at the Dow, right? Okay, as you can see, the Dow, right, it's still okay. It still can make this move, all right. It can pump all the way up to like a 24, right, or even retest like a 25, right? I'm just giving you up to this area and then give you this move, right, and give you this move again, right? This is a very, very corrective move for the Dow. It if you go back and check it, even back in the day, right? Let's see, you can see it, right? You can see it right there, back in like October 2018, right? You can see the correction we made and then we drop, okay? And you got another corrective move. Okay, this one was pretty over expanded, and then you got this drop. So do not expect it to drop. I don't expect market to drop like linearly, all right, all the way down to like a 10,000, right? But at least for the short term, we can get another pullback all the way down to 17, 18, and then pull back up to 24, and then drop back down to like a 15 or so, all right? So when the Dow gonna be pumping back up from this area of just about like 18, BC gonna be pumping all the way up to what, to like a 12. You see what I'm saying? Once we drop back down and then be pumping back up, BC gonna get a lot of juice. Okay, it's gonna be very juicy for BC, right? So 80 watching, make sure guys to hit the likes, make sure to basically join our public Telegram group, link in the description. If you want to join my premium group for daily analysis, day trading, price target, price analysis, swing trades, macro picture, micro picture, basically all of it, guys. RSI, volume, MACD, we talk about all of those type of stuff, right? Hey, what's up, Paul Gassama? It's very high. Okay, we got a 50%, I mean, I would say like at least 60% chance we're gonna retest 3K, because you gotta think about it, guys. We got a gap at 3K. all right, when I was talking about this stuff, that was back in December, guys. I told you we got a gap at 35.70. all right, so if you've been following some crypto, all right, you got all these secrets. Okay, you just keep it to yourself. I don't have time to show it to you, but we got a gap at 35.70 exactly. I made it like a 1 hour live stream showing you. If you go back to my channel, you can see it, right? But I don't have time to show you right now, right? Gold is looking good, but I think it's still gonna drop back down. All right, I think it's still gonna get another sell-off. But don't wait for it. If you buy, just buy the dip, and don't wait for gold to hit like I think it's gonna hit like at least 1200, but don't wait for it. Every time it drops like 100 points, you would at least grab some. Yeah, it's Discord, guys, Discord. But I got a basically a Telegram group, a public Telegram group. So if you want to join the public Telegram group, great. If you want to upgrade to the premium member, where you get like a more analysis, price target, price update, stuff like that, right? Hey Yunus, how you waiting for 70-40 shorts? And Ether. Now let's talk about Ether, guys, because the structure is better when you take a look at it, especially on EOS. No, actually XRP, right? If you haven't watched my basically recent update, go back to my channel and watch my recent update, right? Make sure to go after the live stream, make sure to watch it. So it's like only 20 minutes, like 18 minutes, okay? BTC like a 5 minutes, you know, 7 minutes. The rest of the alt each like a 3 minutes, right? So XRP, like I showed you guys this morning, what I told you, I told my guys, okay, I give them a very detailed analysis, and I told them these moves, you can make a living, okay, catching these moves. Okay, don't worry too much about anything else. All you have to worry about, like, remember one pattern. Okay, it looks like an N, right? It looks like this, sometimes it looks like that. So whenever you see it, guys, you have to be bearish. You can't miss like these tops, because sometimes they very choppy and very misleading. Sometimes you can get a breakout before the drop, but this three-way move, guys, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. All right, you can't miss it. So just like the move we got on BTC, another one, you know, just like this. All right, the three-way moves after a big sell-off, you can't miss it. That's another sell-off, right? That's another sell-off. That's the same structure we got on Ether also. We drop, you can see like we drop down with a three-way move, right? You expecting a drop, it gives you a bull flag, another push, but this is just a three-way move pullback, right? So you got this move. So whenever you drop, guys, you're gonna get a three-way move pullback, right? Whenever you drop with alt and BTC sometime heavily, you can see three-way move pullback, right? So, you know, and then you got this, you know, flag. So with XRP, expect like the same thing, right? We got this nasty sell-off. We got this now. That's why I was very confident BTC gonna drop, because I could see it like on XRP, EOS, Litecoin, Ethereum. They were all very corrective. Only BTC was impulsive. After the breakout from like a 6.9, 6.950, 7K area, only BTC was impulsive. Everything was corrective afterward, right? So you could see, you know, Ripple XRP, we got this move, we got this sell-off. All right, so expect like some sort of like a bear flag somewhere around here. Okay, I don't want to give no numbers, but just expect like some sort of bear flag, right? At least for the short term. If you want to join our premium member, you know, I'm going to give you a detailed analysis about target. You could expect like a 16. I think I gave you a target this morning, 16,346, right? This morning, 382 pullback, right? So let's take a look at EOS next. EOS was also very clean, right? When BTC was pushing to the upside, I was like, man, I gotta find me something bearish. All right, so I just when I take a look at EOS chart, I was feeling good, right? I was like, we're gonna drop. So you can see EOS was very bearish. Okay, this is not bullish, guys. That's not bullish, especially after a triangle formation. Okay, after a triangle formation, big sell-off, you got this corrective move. What do you expect next, right? So you're gonna expect this sell-off, and then we're gonna get this some sort of red flag with this error. So if you miss this move, wait for the pullback. You're not gonna get a pullback like right away, right? But we're gonna get some sort of you know, three-way move, pullback, or triangle, whatever. Okay, so and then you're gonna take it, right? So if you take it now, you just have to suck it up, put a stop loss all the way up there, right? So you know, I know it's gonna hurt, right? But you have to do it low leverage, right? Until you are, you know, very confident, you take the breakout, right? So OneChain BTC. Hey, what's up, Sentence? It's been a while. OneChain getting doomed, man. I think like we hit like 0.06, 0.08, right? So so let's take a look at Ethereum, guys. So Ethereum, similarly, as you can see, guys, these charts, some people, I know somebody like the moon, right? The moon was saying like, you know, Elliott Wave is just like to blah blah blah, right? But if you understand, Elliott Wave is not perfect, okay? Falling wedge is not perfect, triangles not perfect, right? So I mean, Elliott Wave got all those stuffs, right? But I'm just trying to tell you that whatever type of trading style you want to adapt, it's not going to be perfect. Sometimes your experience, right, and your ability to basically recognize patterns gonna help you a lot, right? But if you understand Elliott Wave, after this big sell-off, you're gonna get some sort of a corrective wave. The type of corrective wave you're gonna get, you don't know which one you're gonna get. You could even get a triangle like I showed you on Ether this morning. After this drop, you could make a triangle, right, descending triangle, and still drop. You don't know. But sometimes, right, looking at your volume, right, we're not going to be making a triangle, right? So we got this move. That was a three-way move. That's the update I gave you this morning, right? And I told you that's a sell-off next, and then we're going to get this pullback later on, all right? So don't be too bearish on Ether, right? It's not going to drop all the way down to $100. Next target for Ether is like 141, okay? 141. Thanks a lot, Craig. Somebody want to talk about the link, so let's take a look at basically Litecoin first. So Litecoin target is just about I think like a 37. So Litecoin, exactly, that's what we talked about this morning, right? As you can see, we already hit 39. And when we talked about Litecoin this morning, I haven't even touched the screen, right? That's the same setup I gave you this morning, and I told you look for what, 37, and Litecoin was 43, 42, 43, right? So we already hit like almost 39 and now pumped back up to 4K. So the structure is still the same. It is very bearish, okay? It is a sign of continuation. And if we drop down to 43, look for some sort of a pullback, okay? It can pull back all the way up to $40 again, okay? So I would look for 37 to 43 next move, at least for Litecoin. All the rest of the crypto are going to be making some they're going to be making the same structure, all right? Litecoin, very bearish, could be making a basically a head and shoulder. As you can see it, just in terms of pattern, we could be making some head and shoulder, right? If we drop back down to like a 33 and 37 and push back up to $40, right? So let's take a look at Link. So Link is struggling. That's Link BTC, right? So let's take a look at on the. So Link BTC is giving you some sort of ending diagonal, so it's gonna drop, guys. Do not be too bullish on Link. So you get the same structure you got on BTC right there. So just wait for it to basically break this support line, and then you can look for the short. Can it go high? Absolutely. So but as of now, it is building a momentum slowly. So wait for this. We got a bull flag. Wait for the next push, and then you can take it from there, okay? Even retest like a 40,000, okay? For just current price is just about 49,000. You could be looking for a 20% drop for Link versus BTC, right? At least for the short term. Got this move. Yep, that's a 17 to 20% drop. So let's take a look at Link USD. So Link USD, as you can see it on the screen, it is already, okay? I don't talk about Link much. It is already giving you a top formation. That's a W top formation, I keep telling you. So sometimes it looks like a flat correction, but it ends up most of the time looking like a W. So that's already bearish. Link is just about 320, right? 320. 336, okay, 336. So we could be looking for a pullback. Could be looking for a pullback. Yep, that's it was just a pullback, guys. Don't be too bullish on Link. it was just a pullback. This is just a pullback. It is similar to what BCs and everything everybody else doing. Okay, so we're just gonna be looking for this move, a one-to-one extension of this move. Have to use my extension tool. Gonna take you roughly around like $1. Okay, but are we gonna hit $1 right away? I don't think we're gonna hit $1 right away, but it's gonna take some time, because you know, like I said, these moves, okay, they drop, give you a pullback, stuff like that, and then drop, push back and drop. But first thing first, look for a double bottom, just about like $1.50. Okay, if you can start buying $1.50 all the way down to $1, you're gonna catch a good move from Link, right? But I think like $3.30 is pretty expensive, right? Pretty expensive. Hey, what's up, Kels? Hey guys, make sure to, hey, what's up, Sajid? Hey, what's up, Reese? Algo rant. So let's take a look at a OneChain first thing first, guys. Before we talk about Algo. I haven't talked about one forever. So that was our basically analysis for one target. We basically hit our target. That was our group setup. Okay, that was like back in February when we were looking for one to hit like a 35 to basically 35 to 30,000. One was just about like a 20,000 to like a 19,000. So we already got this move. So now it is correcting. No sign of reversal so far versus BTC. That's a daily. Let me just remove all this so I can focus a little bit. So I like the 3-day chart. Let's see. Let's take a look at the weekly. We're not looking good, guys. We're not looking good. Yeah, the thing is, with OneChain, we just don't have any sort of volume, right? At least for the short term. I would leave it like I would give it like a, you know, give it some more time to be very accumulated. But as of now, we don't have any volume, nothing, you know, we don't have any volume at all. We don't have a good structure for a pullback. I would at least like you know, let it break this you know, channel just about you know, 2,000. If like we can break 2,000, we can basically try to look for an upward momentum. But as of now, we're not looking good. Okay, we're not looking good, and we also do not want to break like the support level. We already broke the support, but at least for the short term, we just don't want to break this area, okay, of just about like 1,800. If we break 1,800, guys, we're done. Okay, we're done. We're just gonna be dropping probably all the way down to like a 1,500 or so on, right? So 1,500 or so, and 1,500 is not bad at all. I think like ICX was at 1,500, something like that, right? So I don't think one dropping all the way down to 1,500 is a bad idea. But as of now, I don't see any structure for OneChain. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the likes, man. You know, it doesn't cost you anything to hit the likes. It doesn't cost you anything to basically you know, no, basically hit the likes. Okay, it doesn't cost you anything. Do 67 watching, 30 likes. I mean, that's guys. Give me the likes, guys. Let me get a 60 likes at least, right? Algo. Let's take a look at Algo. Algorand. So Algo pretty much similar to OneChain. Yeah, I wouldn't be messing with Algo at all. I'm not saying it's not gonna go up, but looking at the volume we just got like a couple days ago, it'll be better to basically break this level of 2706 first. If we can break 2706, it's gonna be a good it's going to be in good hands, right? Another possible setup you could be looking for Algo, right? If you try to swing trade it, wait for this retest of just about like a 22. Okay, wait for a retest of 22, and then you can swing it back up to like even 3K area. It could make a very expanded flat, right? But as of now, I wouldn't be messing with it, right? So as of now, until we break basically you know, this level of 27, then you can try to catch the top again. Okay, it can go all the way up to like a 5K, right? And give you a better structure. But as of now, I don't see a bullish pattern for Algo. Let's take a look at the weekly. Yeah, it was a pretty big sell-off, and as you can see, these moves, guys, they just three-way move. Like I keep telling you, be cautious whenever you see like a alt pullback. You're gonna be like, oh, we're going to the moon. But this structure we got, it is the same structure we got on BTC currently, right? In terms of like the lower degree, when we basically drop down from 72, 74, drop down to 68, right? Push back up, make this move. That's the same structure Ethereum, EOS, and all of them make it. So what do you expect? You just have to expect this move, right? You just have to, can you do this and push back up? Yes. But this move, if I knew about Algo like back then, you asked me about Algo, I would have tell you like we're gonna be dropping, right? So guys, you're doing a good job. 44 likes. So if you haven't subscribed also, guys, we got 71 watching. Hopefully all 71 of you guys are subscribed already. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. I know most of you guys are basically you know, crypto addict, so you know, make sure to hit the likes. All right, so thanks a lot, Craig. So let me see if somebody's asking about OneChain, Link. We talked about Link, ZILLIQA. ZILLIQA, I think ZILLIQA is still hanging around like a 57, right? Let's see. I haven't talked about ZILLIQA for a while too. 62. So ZIL is a hold, okay? Just hold it, guys. It's gonna pop. It's gonna pop. So just give it some time, okay? That's a weekly basis. So it has a different structure, but that's a weekly basis. Just keep it tight, hold it, you know, just be patient, guys. We got the summer coming up. We got you know, the spring about to be over, so just spring just started. so you know, summer about to come up, right? So just give it some time. All right, you're gonna get a big move very soon, right? So let me see, somebody else want to talk about we already talked about XRP BTC. Yeah, XRP. Yeah, XRP BTC would love to give it some more time. Just give it some more time, okay? So XRP BTC going to be breaking out, but the only way we're going to be breaking out is like if BTC going to be breaking down, right? But XRP gonna break out very soon, right? Versus BTC. So it's been around like a 2700. So if you bought XRP like, let's say back like eight months ago, versus BTC, okay, you're still not losing your BTC value, right? So that's why sometimes you just have to be very, very patient. But if XRP dropped 30%, you're like, oh, XRP is going to zero, okay? If you just like basically if you took one BTC and you bought XRP back in August, okay, you can still buy back one BTC with your XRP as of today, all right? So nothing has changed, right? So back then XRP was just about 24, right? Right now XRP is just about 27. So you just gotta be patient sometimes when you're swing trading. Sometimes it can take up to like a 6 to 8 months to see like those 3-4x moves, right? So just be patient, right? So let's go back to King BTC. So NEO, let's talk about NEO. NEO, similar structure. As you can see, I saw many analysts, right? You guys remember when NEO was making this three-way move and everybody was talking about NEO going to the moon, right? You guys remember? That's just a three-way move. This was impulse. This is three-way move. What do you expect? You have to expect a drop. Okay, so this move we got from NEO, that's the move we got from BTC. So on the you know, the 10K area, right? So if you analyze alt, you can see all these moves BTC going to be making from alt. Okay, you don't have to see, you just don't have to analyze BTC alone, right? But if you analyze like Litecoin, Ethereum, NEO, EOS, and all of those alt, sometimes they show you the move BTC going to be making. All right, even on the daily time frame, you can see like NEO already gave us the move we were looking for from BTC. This move right there, pretty much similar to the move we just made. Okay, bang, what do you got? Another sell-off. And that's what we're looking for from basically you know, from BTC, at least for the short term, right? So yep, and NEO was making this move also, right? And then we were anticipating basically BTC to sell off just because NEO was making this move. Okay, NEO USD, so we knew BTC going to sell off, right? Similarly, all right, NEO doesn't have any business right now to go up. You can see the structure of NEO already. We already started a bearish momentum. We already broke the trend line, right? So what do you expect? NEO doesn't have any business to break this trend line if BTC is bullish. It's just gonna follow BTC. But if BTC start to show some weakness, these alt, they're gonna show a bigger weakness, especially NEO. You can see like we already broke it, right? So what does it mean, right? We're gonna get a big sell-off, just like this one, right? Just like this one. Okay, somebody in the group was expecting like in my premium group was expecting NEO to hit like a $13, something like that, and I was like, boy, wait, okay, we're gonna get doomed. Okay, do not buy NEO at $12. All right, so we dropped all the way down to basically $3. But imagine if you're in the group and then you say you're gonna be buying NEO at $12 and you're gonna sell it at 13, and you know, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm be like, just go ahead and buy, right? But I told him, man, don't buy it, because you can you know, you can buy it much lower than $12, and this sucker dropped almost like over 50%, right? So oh, Bitcoin Cash bottom. Oh no, I can't give bottom, man. I'm tapping bottom. I can't give bottom because the bottom, nobody knows where the bottom is, right? Where the bottom going to be at, right? So it's not going to be easy to say like a BTC gonna bottom at 1800. We might not even bottom at 1800, but let's say I'm gonna be happy to buy BTC at 1800 and be able to wait for the next 3 to 5 years. That's the only thing I can say. But I'm not gonna say like the bottom is going to be 1800, right? Because it can drop to 500, like just somebody just said it, right? We can drop to 500, but I'm not calling for 500 yet, right? So as you can see, Bitcoin Cash, we already broke this channel, right? And Bitcoin Cash, you know, if you've been following this channel, I called for Bitcoin Cash like $60 to $75 long time ago, but I don't want to talk about those low numbers because most of you guys gonna be very excited and try to short it. But we're gonna be looking for this move, okay? We're just gonna replicate a you know, a very impulse move down. All right, we're gonna be looking for a very impulse move down. So let's see if we're gonna be able to get Bitcoin Cash at 75. But I think, all right, don't wait for it. If you can start buying at $100, right? If you can start buying at $100, do so. All right, at $100, do so. Do not wait for the absolute low, okay? Because you can accumulate from $100 all the way down to like a $70. It's not going to be a big deal. As you can see, in a matter of like a 30 days, right? Bitcoin Cash went up what? almost 100%, right? So if you try to be cheap, like between $100 and $25, and you be like, oh, that's a lot. That's not a lot, okay? That's not a lot, because if we drop down to 100 to 75, we can pump all the way back up. We can pump all the way back up to the top again, like a $500. So if you look into 5x, I'm not saying we will, but we're gonna analyze it once we get there, right? The other possible scenario I see for Bitcoin Cash is like to make this move before dropping, right? So which means like we're gonna drop back down to like a 150, right? Pump back up to like even 300 before dropping. So the move we're expecting down to like a 70, it's not going to be a linear move. Okay, it's not going to be a linear move, right? So first thing first, buy this dip, right? This dip, if like we make a new low, buy it at least start buying like 150 to like 120 range, and then you could be looking for this move. Okay, when BC is going to 12k, this sucker could go all the way up to like a 400 and so on, right? So you could be buying like from $100 to 120 all the way down to and sell all the way up to like a 400 or so on, right? The stable coin the stable carbon. I have one Bitcoin Cash. So you bought Bitcoin Cash back in 2018. Okay, you FOMO, right? Hey, what's up, Patriots? I mean, Chainlink gonna drop, guys. Don't fall for this nonsense, right? It's gonna drop. Hey, what's up, Greg? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter what time frame you use. Okay, whenever market drops, it's gonna make these three waves. All right, so as you can see it, okay, as you can see, you got this sell-off. What do you got? 1, 2, 3, right? If you don't understand what's going on, you're not gonna be like, oh, we're gonna drop, okay? But like I showed you live, and I showed you like also on this move, we can also make this. That's what I just showed you actually, right? We can make this move, right? We can make this move before dropping down, right? So don't be too bearish. I would buy the dip right there, okay, and look for this move, right? If you don't get this move, it's okay. You can get this impulse wave down and then this move back up, right? And this move, this is going to be your correction, right? So that three-way move, make sure to join the premium group so you can get those targets. I mean, you can get those patterns. All right, I can show you multiple chart also, right? Let me show you another chart, and this is a stock, right? Take a look at it. It's the same exact structure right there. This company is called Huntsman, right? As you can see, what do you got? You got a drop. You got this impulse. It's not even impulse. It's a three-way move. It's a double three-way move, right? So similar to a BTC structure, you got this three-way move, and then you got this move, right? That's the one you're looking for. You got a small one, internal one, but you just call it your W. Okay, this is your X, this is your Y. It give you a 3 total move, right? So this one you also got. It looks like an N, guys. Whenever you see it, you just have to suck it up and take it. Okay, it looks like an N. The only thing about these moves, like the only thing about these moves is like sometimes you can get a three-way move pullback on a bull flag and then get another 3 up. You see what I'm saying? So instead of getting a flat, this could be very expanded. That's the only danger about these moves. All right, and I showed you on Ethereum already this morning. On Ethereum, let's take a look at it on the daily. That's what I'm trying to show you. Okay, on Ethereum you can see like you got 1, 2, 3, right? You're thinking like it's gonna drop right away. It give you a small 3-wave and a pullback, but that's on the lower degree. All right, but if you take a look at it on the daily, Let's see if you can find it on the daily. Okay, that's a structure right there, right? So you can't even find it on the daily, right? Let's see 12 hour. Yeah, on the 12 hour it is hard to be you can't even find it. All you find is like a three-way move, okay, on the you know, on the 12 hour. Yep, you only find a three-way move. You could just call this a your ending diagonal, right? Could call this your ending diagonal, and then you're gonna call this your three-way move. 1, 2, 3, right? So depending what time frame you look at and how to adjust your time frames, right? So look pretty clean right now. It looks pretty clean. 1, 2, 3. That's it. And then you're gonna get this move. Then you're gonna get another correction right there. Hey, what's up, Jay? Make sure to hit the likes and subscribe first before you ask a question, guys. If you haven't subscribed, guys, make sure not to ask a question, all right? It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe, guys. Nobody knows where the bottom is, Mr. Stablecoin. Scable, okay, not stable, but scable. Yeah, nobody knows where the bottom is. Sometimes you only know where the bottom is after like a BC pump, like a 4,000 point, stuff like that, right? But that's what I'm trying to say. Based on Elliott Wave, we got a very good probability, right? We got a very good chance to basically, basically hit certain areas, right? And I'm very confident about those levels. And I've been calling it since like, back in August, right? Okay, this is just a little note from, closing below, that's my premium group, notes, stuff like that, right? But you take a look at it on the macro scale. When you take a look at it on the macro scale, guys, we just have to drop. We're just gonna need this drop, guys. It doesn't matter how you look at it, but we're gonna need this drop. You can do this and do that, but the directional move is down. It's down, okay? The directional move is down because we don't have any moving average, any sort of like a big moving average to pay attention to, at least for the short term, beside the 100 EMA on the monthly time frame. And the 100 EMA, it is just about like a 2800. That's a major moving average we just have to pay attention to. Before I was just paying attention to the monthly 21, right? As you can see, we've been getting support from it, been pumping to the upside, right? But people did not understand what's going on. Now we dropped below it, now got rejected. We just have to pay attention to our basically 21 EMA, 100 EMA in terms of moving average, not even Elliott Wave, okay? Not even Elliott Waves, right? So that's what I'm saying, like we gotta, we got a, long way to go. Okay, we got a long way to go. Yes, I mean, when we call for this 55, 42, now everybody's calling for like 1800, but we're not gonna get 1800 like most of you guys expecting. So don't be some doom boys now, okay? All the moon boys are now doom boys calling for like all these lower numbers, but we called all these numbers, guys, when BC was 10.5, not like after we drop like 50%, right? If you go on my trading view, you can see when I called for BC, it's gonna drop like 35 to 50% when BTC was at 10K. Okay, we said we're gonna drop 35 to 50%. Okay, even a week before BTC dropped 50%, we called it. If you go, if you go on my channel, you can basically also find those videos, right? And one of the reasons why we called for it, I'll show you the bottom formation, the layout. Okay, that's the BTC layout. Okay, so if you watch any of my videos, you know I keep saying it. Okay, when the 5-day chart, right? If we're gonna get this death cross, we're gonna drop what, 50? We're gonna drop 50%. Okay, as you can see, we're about to get this death cross. Similarly, when we got this death cross back in basically 2014, what we got a 50% drop. Okay, you can see we drop all the way down. And what did we do? Okay, in this area we made a 3-way move, a clean one. Okay, a clean 3-way move, and you can see this 3-way move I just showed you, right? The one I just showed you, you can just see it now, right? We got this dump, we got this 3-way move to basically retest this death cross. What are we doing now? We're making a wedge. We're not making a 3-wave, but we're making the same exact structure. We're pushing back up. Okay, on the lower degree you can see the 3-way move, right? You know, pushing back up to the death cross. What are we expecting now? A 50% drop. We just have to drop, guys. We just have to drop, and volume is confirming like we're gonna be dropping, right? You can see volume is confirming we're gonna be dropping. We're gonna confirming it, right? So yeah, I mean, nobody, you know, you can't call the market like at 100%. Sometimes you're gonna, especially the small noise, like let's say you're calling for BC from like a 70, you know, 68 to 72. The chance of you like missing those targets are very high. Okay, sometimes you're gonna miss those targets, but the big picture, okay, you know, I haven't basically missed any big targets. Okay, yes, the target's gonna delay. Okay, like let's say, you know, when BC was at, you know, was at 3K, I was calling for 6K. When 6K, I was calling for 9K. 9K, I was calling for 11, 12. Okay, when BC was at 10K, I was calling for this basically 72 to 74. Yes, I did not call for 10.5. I did not call for 10.5, but I said clearly, okay, if we make this correction, it's going to be a flat, because I just showed you why it is going to be a flat, right? I just showed you the 3-way move, right? I just showed you this move gonna drop. Okay, so you know, let's keep that in mind, guys. We're pretty bearish, at least for the short term. Moonboy's been calling for 16K like over the last 9 months. If you take a look at the quarterly chart, right, we've been calling for down over the last 9 months. Okay, the 9 months. Okay, this is a quarterly chart. Every single candle is basically what, 3 months, right? We've been calling for down, 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 down. But guess what? Most people have been calling for up, 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 up for 9 months, almost a year. Okay, almost a year, guys, and they're still calling for higher numbers. But guess what? As soon as we break below 6K, they're going to be calling for 1800, and then they cannot call for 12K anymore, because they're going to be like, oh, it's impossible for us to go to 12K, right? So, but don't expect like 12K in like April, May or stuff like that. We're gonna get it. Okay, we're gonna get it. It's just a matter of time. Hey, what's up, Charles? Yep, Charles, you remember when we talked about that gap, 3570? It's actually 3570, right? It's 3570 to 3590 range. Okay, that's a small gap. It's like a 20 points. So if you go on my channel, you can find it. So let's go back to the normal layout. I also got another layout, guys. I don't know if I showed you already. Sorry for the white screen. So this layout is basically, whenever BC drops below this blue, I'm gonna tweet this. Okay, if you haven't followed me, make sure to basically follow me on Twitter. Whenever BC drops below this blue area, it is going to be basically accumulative. Okay, just have to suck it up and buy. Okay, because the next move to the upside is going to be very strong, and you do not want to basically be buying in this area. As you can see, 10.5, right? We pump in that area, and I got this layout like, guys, over like a six months ago, right? So blue area, it is buy area. Okay, I'm gonna tweet it. Make sure to follow me on the Twitter so you can basically pay attention to it. So this trend line is like the bottom of the sell-off from like 3K back in July 2017, the bottom of it, and then the bottom of the 2018, and then now we made another bottom right there. Okay, and when I made this setup, basically was like, let's say 8K going up to like a 10.5, right? So let's keep that in mind, guys. Yeah, it's not going to 55, man. Come on, it's not going to $500 anytime soon. Don't be some doom boys, guys. Hey, what's up, New Age? We got so many doom boys right now, man, calling for 500. I thought I was the only doom boy. Now let's dive into the lower degree, guys. Not much of a sell-off right now, so don't get too excited. Yep, 15 minutes. We got a 15 minutes buying volume, so we gotta respect that, right? Not big on Binance. You could just get this, like I said, you can just get the three-way move, get rejected by the 21 EMA, this yellow line. If you're looking for a short opportunity, look for your 21 EMA. Currently just about 6,876, but it's going to be dropping. So if it drops lower, price basically retest it, you can just take your short and look for the retest of the bottom, and price could pump back up, get rejected by the 100 EMA, and then we can do this. That way you get your bigger three-wave. All right, so the three-wave, the way you're gonna get it, also you have to sometime incorporate your moving averages if you're doing it on a lower degree. All right, just like what we did right there. Okay, as you can see, this move gave me a tough time, right? So because I anticipated this move and I was like, we're gonna make this move, right? We're gonna get this flat right there, and I did not expect this. I mean, the move was pretty impulse, right? I didn't expect it to be this impulse. I was like, we could retest up to 7050, right? And we lot of short all the way up to 7050, right? But this sucker went all the way up to 718. Okay, 718. So right after we break 7050, I was like, okay, let's basically look for 7180. Okay, as you can see, we basically hit like 0.618. I exactly knew where was 0.618, but I just didn't want to miss it. Okay, I did not want to miss the drop, because I missed basically like about 1 point so many times. So I just didn't want to miss it. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna short like just about like below 50% pullback. Okay, let's say like above 382. Okay, that's one of the reasons I shorted like a 7050. But I exactly knew, we got 0.618, right? But I wasn't expecting a pullback all the way up to 0.618. That's the maximum I was expecting. But market, you can never be 100% correct, right? And the goal is not to be correct. The goal is to catch the trend. And the most important is like we caught the trend, we caught the big sell-off. That's it. Nothing else, right? Me going back to 8K. Can we go back to 8K, guys? I think we got some moon boys in the house. Because like I said, if the moon boys get these moves, they're all gonna get wrecked. Okay, they're all gonna get wrecked, just like the move we got right there. Okay, they're all gonna get wrecked. Okay, they're gonna be calling for like a 12K afterward, and this is just a corrective move. Okay, it is just you see, it is another three-way move, right? So you could get the same move right there, 1, 2, and 3, this, and then you're gonna get a nasty sell-off. Okay, yeah, so you don't want to go back even like to 71. Okay, you don't want to go back to, you rather drop slowly like this and then get this move, and can even go back up and do this. But if you go back up to like a 71, we're gonna drop nastily. It's gonna be a very nasty drop. I mean, it's not a moon target, but you moon boys like to 100x, so that's a moon target, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't think 3K is going to be the bottom, guys. Remember, guys, when BC was at 10K, most of you guys did not believe you're going to break. We even going to drop to, you know, I got attacked for calling for 55, 42. Most moon boys in my Telegram been saying, oh, we're never going to drop below 8K. We're never going to drop below 9K. All those nonsense, right? So when I was saying, calling for this move, they say we're never gonna drop below 9K. so you know, man, I don't know how high. I mean, I'm expecting 12K, but let's see. Okay, it all depends how fast we drop, but I think we can hit 12K before end of the year. Okay, either we're gonna hit 12K before end of the year, or we're just gonna bottom right around like a 2K to 3K at the end. I mean, you know, before end of the year by December, and then we're gonna hit 12K next year. I don't do time analysis. That's the thing, right? It all depends on volatility, right? But I'm just speculating right now, right? If we get this move pretty fast, right, we can go to 12K before end of the year, right? We can tap out like 12K by December. So the thing is, either we're gonna bottom up by 2K by December, right, or we're gonna drop fast and then go up to 12K by December. Those are the two scenarios I'm seeing, right? So you can catch all the moves, guys. If you day trading, yes, you can catch most of the moves, right? But if you're swing trading, you can't be doing all those like in and out. Okay, you recognize the top like we did in my group, right? We said we're gonna short it. I don't want to miss the big move. I don't want to be playing with these 200 300 point pumps. If we're scalping, we can take it, but our swing trade, we're just gonna suck it up, a lot of position. If it goes up, it's fine, we're gonna catch it, and then we're gonna take it to the downside. But let's say, you know, we try to like long it here, short it here. You know, we got people from different time zones. When they wake up, they're gonna be very confused, right? They're gonna like, what the heck been going on, right? So we were supposed to be shorting. What happened? We longing now, right? So, but we got a scalping group, day trading group, where we talk about all these moves. So if you want to long this move, we just take it. Okay, so we just take it. This move, actually, what I did, okay, I don't know if you guys do it sometime, right? I was doing a low leverage, and in order to suck it up, I was like, okay, I'm gonna double my leverage. I was doing like, let's say 2x, you know, let's say 1,000 contract, right? You know, I doubled my leverage of up to 4x. Okay, take the rest of my margin and then short it higher, you know, because I knew this one was gonna drop. So I got a high average with higher margin. I mean, a high average, higher leverage, same margin. You know, pretty juicy, right? Pretty juicy. So, and I did not have to basically long it. All I did is recognize the top, double my leverage, take my margin, short it higher, and sit tight, relax, and enjoy the ride, right? Otherwise, you're gonna be stressing out, getting out, try to long it, get stopped out. It is going to be too much noise. Too much noise. Hey, what's up, Jordan? Hey, what's up, CK? Yeah, it's all about TAs, guys. I mean, I don't care about moon boys, man. I mean, we all family in the crypto space, but I just don't want you to guys, you know, want you guys to be expecting like 100,000 BTC in 2020, 2021, and all those nonsense. And you guys gonna be getting $1,000 BTC. You see what I'm saying? The difference is like 1,000x. I mean, 100x. That's a lot, right? And you gotta imagine, guys, most of these alt at the same time, right? They already 100x, you know, from the top. Most of them, like Nano, Okay, NEO gonna be 100x from its top. Okay, I don't think Litecoin gonna be 100x from the top, but could be like somewhere like 30x from the top, right? So if NEO gonna drop 100x from the top, going to be like $2, right? So we already dropped to 250, so don't tell me $2 NEO is impossible, right? Even $1 NEO, right? So hey guys, if you're new to the channel, guys, make sure to basically just subscribe, hit the likes. Doesn't cost you anything, just to support the channel, and at the same time support the crypto space, so grandma can buy it in 2024 at $50,000. So guys, what alt do you guys want to talk about? So this move, let's not be, let's focus on the bullish momentum right now, right, for BTC, because I know most of you guys still bearish, but for the bullish momentum, let's say we're not going to be dropping all the way down to 3K from this structure. We still got a bullish setup, right? You guys remember last week what I was expecting? I was expecting this flat, right? This move to be the flat before this push. We still got that move, okay? We still got this move, okay? This still gonna give you your flat before this move. So don't be too bearish. We just have to basically low 6K. You just have to suck it up and take profit within this range, and basically look for another pattern, right? Because this is not going anywhere, okay? Because we got this three-way move pullback. We got 1, 2, 3, and then you can get this 1, 2, and 3 move, three-way move, okay? And then we can get another impulse wave this area, okay, and still hit like a 75 to 8K area, all right? That way, so that way we're gonna get this entire structure, and then we're gonna get this drop down, right? So the wedge is not over yet, okay? It's not over yet, right? So don't be too bearish. So 6K level, you gotta take profit, guys. You gotta take profit, and most of you guys gonna be anticipating anyway this head and shoulder. Once we hit like 6K, and then you'll be looking for this move. I'm giving you all this target, like guys, it's still gonna take you down to like a 42, regardless how you look at it, right? So once we hit 6K, best thing to do is take profits, okay? And then don't do anything, right? Just take profit and wait, okay? Just take profit and wait, because if the volume going to be decreasing like this also until like we hit 6K, that's very bullish, okay? That's very bullish, because we could be making some sort of wedge, another falling wedge within this range, okay? Can make a falling wedge and drop all the way down to 6K, and then get this pattern right there, and then get this move up, right? Get this move up, a three-way move also, right? So, but we just gonna look for the directional move, not what type of structure we're gonna make. We just gonna say 6K, whether it's gonna be a wedge or it's gonna be a descending triangle, whatever, okay? We don't care. We just care about the end price, okay? Low 6K. 6K to 50, 58, 61 to 58, okay? 61 to 58. That's the next major support to pay attention to, right? Not like all these targets, right? Link. So Link BTC on the Hakanashi, it is still looking good, right? It's not even Hakanashi, but on the lower degree, it is still struggling to push through. So haven't seen a high selling pressure. We got one right there, but it, Moonboy is gonna keep buying, so it is struggling to push higher, right? So if you take a look at it on the lower degree, you can see the ending diagonal. Now you can see it, right? You can see this move. and then we're going to drop all the way back down to this level of 43, right? At least for the short term. We can drop down to 43, right? Look for this move, right? And then this drop, and then this pump back up. So once once we retest the top again, like a 50,000, then you can take the nice short down, right? But if you short it down to like a 43,000 range, you gotta get out, because you're gonna get this move back up, right? So you're gonna get this move back up. So yeah, it's gonna be a nasty correction for Link. If you're gonna drop, you're gonna make a nasty correction. So I would just give it some time, right? It's gonna make the same structure as Ethereum when it. Let's take a look at. I'll show you Ethereum. This structure right there. Okay. 1, 2, it's gonna make this move. You think like it's gonna push back up, right? Because that's a bullish setup. Okay, even though on the downside I keep telling you that's a bearish setup, if it is going up, it's a bullish setup. Okay, this is a bullish setup, and it was supposed to go up, right? But if the move going up is is a 3 wave, you just gotta suck it up and know this was a top formation, and then you're gonna get this move to the downside, right? So keep that in mind, right? And that's what I was trying to show somebody also in the group. These divergences, sometimes they don't have to retest the top. You see, we got a beautiful divergence, right? Take a look at it, right? But if you try to basically analyze the market by the book, and whatever you learn in the book, right? Whatever you read, you want to apply it in the market, it's not going to work, right? Because you can see we did not retest the top right there. We did not. Okay, we did not retest it, right? But we still got a divergence. Okay, so the goal is like to obviously see it, not to like wait for Ethereum to like make a new high, and then you're gonna like, oh, we're making this move. Okay, stuff like that, right? It doesn't work like this all the time. Sometimes you just have to, if it is obvious, you just take it. Don't wait for it to be be beautiful. A double top is a double top. Okay, double top it. Even if you miss it by like a 10-20 point, I mean not Ethereum but BTC, if you miss it like by 1 point, this top was just about 287. Okay, this top was like 290. Are you going to be like, oh, we did not hit, we did not break 290? No, we just approximated, round it down, right? That's all you need to do, round it down, because this one was pretty weak. That's the same structure we just got on BTC. Same structure, okay? On the lower degree, actually. On the lower degree. That's the same structure. As you can see, right? We did not basically retest the top, but I call it a double top. Okay, I call it a double top. That was good enough for a sell-off. Okay, and I basically, look for this short all the way down to this 7035, right? Okay, just about like a 715 to 7035, because you're scalping, you don't care about the direction, you just want to, get your 1%, 2%, right? You get this almost 2%, right? Almost 1.75. If you just enter that, just about like if you just enter like a 7150, exit just about like a 7035, that's almost 1.5, 1.7. You're doing your 5x, that's almost like what, 12%, right? And you get out. Hey, what's up, Spencer? It's been a while, man. Good to see you back, man. Hey, what's up, Carlos Bravo? We already talked about ZILLIQA. I mean, I don't see ZILLIQA. It's very accumulative. We already talked about ZILLIQA, right? I think it's very accumulative. I think it's at 62. Yep, ZILLIQA very accumulative. Just be patient, okay? You got a beautiful divergence on the daily. Just keep buying. It's gonna come very soon. It's gonna surprise you. That's a 3-day chart also, right? That's a 3-day chart. You're gonna get that, you know, ZILLIQA going to retest like 200 or so, okay, very soon, right? So ADA, we already talked about XRP. Let's talk about ADA BTC. ADA BTC, I don't like this move. I don't like this move, so I would just accumulate. It is just about like 480, so I would accumulate all the way down to like just about 420 to 400 range. Okay, 420 to 400 range. Let's take a look at IOTA. I haven't talked about IOTA forever. All right. So IOTA, we could be looking for. I don't think we got a chance to retest 5,000 anytime soon, right? That's a 3-day chart. Let's take a look at the weekly. Yeah, IOTA, I don't see on the weekly basis. I don't see any buying pressure so far. Yes, we've been selling. It's been selling off forever, so you could be accumulating it, but at the same time, all right, you don't have any structure right now. Okay. Beside this move, it could be making a further drop. Okay, this could be just a bear flag. Would wait for a better structure for a buy, but as of now, I don't see a buy for IOTA. Let's take a look at BTC. Beautiful sell-off, guys. Beautiful. Almost down was 700 points, guys. We're almost down 700 points today. Yep. Top was almost 72 to 76. 600 points. All right, just about 600. Not bad. I don't think we're gonna bounce off at 6.4. Best thing to do is look for this level of 58 to 61. Okay, 64. It's not a fib. Let's see. Yeah, yes, we can bounce off at 64 because it's at a 382, right? So we can get a nice bounce, but it's not going to be a bounce. I wouldn't expect it to go back up to like 8K, right? If you expect like a 64 to 66, yes, we can make those noise, right? But you know, the ultimate bounce you would be looking for is 382, okay, which is just about like 58 to 61 range. That's the best thing to do. I mean, not financial advice, but you could be looking for this level. Okay, if you want to front run it, look for 61. If you don't care, you just wait for 58. That's it. Sit tight, relax, or you ladder your position from 61 to 57.40. All right, because sometimes you're trying to catch the perfect number, you're gonna end up buying the top. So if you're looking for a nice bounce, look for this level. Okay, up to 61. Okay, you front run it. But I don't think we have any chance, guys. I don't think we have any chance to see like a new high this year. So like 20K and so on. Man, I don't know. One thing I know, I'm not gonna be alive in 100 years. So that's for sure. I don't know what BTC price is going to be. So I don't even know what the price is going to be tomorrow, man. I'm just analyzing based on structure, right? Because it could be in this range for the next 100 years, right? So, and drop down to my target of 6K in 2100, right? So I don't know, man. I really don't. All right, guys. I'm just gonna call it a day. So guys, make sure to basically join our public Telegram group. Make sure to basically send me a message to join my premium group. The next code is gonna start just about like in 3 days. I'm gonna give you all the information. If you join the public Telegram group, you're also gonna get the information how to basically join the Discord premium group for daily analysis, price target, day trading, scalping, swing trade. We're gonna talk about macro scale, micro scale, moving averages, RSI, volume, MACD. We're gonna talk about Ethereum, basically XRP, EOS, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Alt, Link, Tezos, you name it, guys, all of them. Okay, so we got the complete package, right? If you wanna basically join our group, make sure to that's the best group in the one of the best groups, okay, in the crypto space. Talk about alt and basically macro scale and all those good stuff, especially live trading, private live stream, talk about chart and all of those good stuff. Okay, I'm not the only trader in the group. We got multiple traders. We got Buzz, we got Finikis, we got Arnuz, and many more traders in the group. Got different styles, and we all help each other out and basically try to be successful, right? So make sure to join and be careful out there. Don't be too greedy and don't be too bearish. All right. So all right, guys, thanks a lot for watching, man.